Hi there, Sonia here with Just Botanicals, coming to you live. I want to talk to you a little bit about what's coming up in 2018. First of all, Happy New Year. I actually went live on a different page, but I'm back here now because, anyway, it didn't matter. It was all wonky. But for those of you that are already on this page, thank you for being here and thank you for supporting this journey. I want to talk to you about a couple things coming up. Now, as far as Just Botanicals and why I got started, there's two big things, right? Two big things that frame how I got started and where I'm going and why. So, first of all, I've always been a nerd. I love school. I love calculating things. I love researching things. I love getting into the lab and making stuff and then having it be tested out and finding results or not, good results, poor results, something that helps me change and be better. Love the lab work. So I love what I do. That education piece is huge. I've always strived for for solid education, well evidenced solid education. I have also continued to educate myself, and one of my main goals is to continue to educate myself. So that being said, one of the things I'm doing is I am pursuing my master's in therapeutic herbalism. My goal is to be through some of the other courses I'm doing and apply to that next year. I go into this further on my personal page, and I'm going to try to get that video fixed and turned around and try to put it on my website. So there should be more detail there. I just kind of wanted to go briefly and let you know what's going on. My website is www.justbotanicalsak.com, and I will be putting the long version of this video up there, hopefully, or I'll be redoing it and putting it up there because I really want to get this information out there. So, one, continued education, because I want to make the best possible skincare and help people have the best possible experience with their skincare, eventually personalized skincare. But the big piece here is, so I was a nerd in school. I was so big on the education thing. I had no idea how to take care of myself. I threw myself into school, and part of it was I was completely insecure and unhappy with who I was. Never felt beautiful, always felt ugly, never knew that it was within my own power to cultivate my authentic beauty, and that's where peace and happiness lies, right? Had no idea. No one showed me. Our society doesn't really offer that, right? At least not the society that I'm a part of. I just wasn't a part of like what I was educated around or what people taught me. And so, or I think what's in the mainstream conversation. And so I went off to college, did my thing. I studied ethnobotany, so I've always had an interest in medicinal plants. And a couple years ago, when I decided to pursue that again, I came into it because I love the idea of research and formulating and plant medicine. But I ended up having a very transformative experience where I became changed through using these aromatherapeuticals that I use in my skincare. I use like the best possible options, right? By using these ingredients and by taking the time to get involved and to incorporate a daily cleansing process, I became more in love with myself. I became more confident. I learned how to start to cultivate an authentic beauty in me. I stopped wearing intense cover-up, trying to cover myself up. I started to take better care of myself from the inside out, right? Because I'd had this transformative experience with aromatherapeuticals and skincare products and making them and all of this. So Project Dignity is one thing that I'm going to start rolling out. When I started this business, I started it knowing that I wanted to incorporate the giving back business model, and as part of my experience, I wanted to give back to young ladies that come from at-risk backgrounds or that have not a lot of security in their lives and who maybe wouldn't get that education around how to cultivate an organic, authentic beauty, how to become their best selves, how to be involved in that self-care process, how to eat right, how to drink enough water, how to make their own skincare products, to have power over their health and wellness and their overall beautification process, rather than just going to get the latest fad thing and then covering up because we're not happy, right? There's a lot to be shared there. And so Project Dignity is a huge piece of what Just Botanicals is about. And 2018 is when I'm going to really roll that out. So continued education, Project Dignity, and then also a blog, right? Kind of back in line with the education piece. I'll be starting a blog. My first one is going to be on more of the details around Project Dignity, like why I started it, which I kind of just covered, and kind of some of the ideas of where I want to go and what that's going to look like and how I want to network with agencies around the local communities to build those relationships and to start offering that education and those workshops to those young ladies. Oh, yeah, and then as far as the maybe not so young ladies, we will be doing workshops. I will be starting here in the next month or two, local workshops where people can come together and maybe have a beverage or a refreshment and can make like an anti-aging serum or a vibrant aging serum, or like a solid lotion bar or whatever. There's quite a few things that we can go, exotic body oil, right? But the idea is that I bring the ingredients, you pay for the workshop, and the refreshments, and then I'll provide the information, and together we will make a product, and everybody leaves with the product. Kind of like that, those painting workshops or the ceramics workshops, right? So you can just come in and handcraft something to take home with you, without having to put all that upfront investment. So anyhow, thank you. And hey, if you know anyone who might be interested in either networking around the Project Dignity or who might be interested in handcrafted skincare and maybe participating in one of those workshops, please tag them below or send them my information. I'd love to get your email, any of your contact information to start getting you involved in these blogs and my newsletters and things that are going to start to come out. Because I want to keep you posted. And I think all together we can actually make this world a better place. So have an awesome day and thank you for joining.